Welcome to the Toffee Blues, your source for all things Everton, and welcome to my match reaction to Everton 1, Manchester United 1. Everton get a hard-fought draw against Manchester United, but are cruelly denied a late winner by the VAR. An offside given against Gylfi Sigurdsson when they decided that he was interfering with play after Dominic Calvert-Lewin's shot was deflected towards goal. It's just a really, really bitter pill to swallow. I thought the draw was probably the fair result, to be fair. I thought they were the dominant side in the first, we were the dominant side in the second half. But we were really going for the win at that stage, and I thought we've just been had off, to be honest, by a referee who, to be honest, Chris Kavanagh was the actual referee today, and he was one of the refs that, to be honest, I had a bit more respect for than most of them. But that's probably gone today. I mean, and that's not just because of the VAR at the end. I thought he was giving Man United literally everything during this game. I thought Fred had a couple of kicks at Richarlison. Richarlison was lucky he didn't have to go off injured, to be honest, the amount of times he was kicked in the first half. Fred finally got a yellow card only because he screamed at the referee, not because of any of his dirty play. I thought Tom Davies was given a yellow card for literally nothing. He slid in for a tackle, didn't touch anybody. The player throws himself, he gets a booking. It's just the way it is when you've got corrupt referees. But this is all on, of course, Chris Kavanagh's the referee who's on the field, but let's not forget who the referee was at Stockley Park, you know, that wonderful utopian place in the middle of nowhere in London. John Moss, an old foe of ours, he's the one who's probably given Chris Kavanagh the order to disallow that goal, and it's not surprising because John Moss is one of the most anti-Everton referees in this league. Like pretty much every other referee in the league, he's bent as a 9-bob note, so it shouldn't really come as a surprise. It didn't come as a surprise to me when it was chalked off. I was depressed from the minute the goal went in because I just knew it was going to get disallowed. And that just tells you all you need to know about life as an Evertonian, really, because, you know, the wind's always blowing against you. We've got to work extra hard if we want to succeed, and despite everything, I think we will. I think Carlo was the man. Unfortunately, Carlo actually got a red card after the game by the referee, which is absolute rat behaviour from Chris Kavanagh, so another black mark on his copybook, if you like. It's just infuriating, isn't it? Other than that, of course, we took an early lead through Dominic Calvert-Lewin from an absolute fluke. David De Gea wellies the ball at him and it goes in. Bruno Fernandes hits a good shot, but Jordan Pickford lets it through, and yet again we've seen another bit of a blunder from Jordan Pickford. However, Pickford and De Gea did redeem themselves respectively in the second half late on. Pickford made a fantastic double save to deny a late winner for United, and then, of course, De Gea denied Sigurdsson just before the wrongly disallowed goal. On top of that, it was, like I say, there was plenty of flashpoints, a lot of yellow cards being dished out, and I think we might have broke the record on the amount of corners we had, but unfortunately we didn't take advantage of those. But of course, this is yet another day, unfortunately, to reflect on the disastrous impact that VAR is having on English football. And to be honest, I think by the letter of the law, it probably would have been disallowed anywhere else, but it doesn't take anything away from how shambolic the refereeing standards are in England. I mean, you take the disallowed goal out of the equation, like I say, there was plenty of other incidents where it felt like we were had off today. What can you say? It's an absolute joke, the state of the refereeing. I don't think there's one honest referee in this league. I think they're all bent as a 9-bob note. They're constantly favouring certain teams. I think the Noisy Neighbours, of course, are one of them, but I think Man United are yet another of them, as it always seems to have been. And the fact is, like I say, the odds are always going to be against us when you've got referees deciding who they want to win. The VAR will decide who they want to win. We've got to try even harder, and like I say, I think we've got the manager who, if anyone's going to break the little FA cartel, I think it's going to be Ancelotti who can do it. I mean, the mafioso himself, who else could do it? But fingers crossed we can bounce back from this. We'll go to Stamford Bridge next week. We haven't really won there for a while, but who knows, we could break our duck. next week, and we've got to go into it with a bit of optimism. That second half performance was very pleasing, and there's a bit to build on. We've got to pick a bit of a better starting 11, and maybe we can really go at Chelsea next week and get our push for Europe back on track, because it's not over yet, not by a long shot. So keep the faith, guys. Let's just keep our heads up, and we've got a long way to go, about 10 more games to play. Plenty to fight for, so let's get down to Stamford Bridge and keep getting behind the lads. But there you have it, guys. Everton 1, Manchester United 1. Give us your comments. Let us know below what you thought of that game. I mean, that'll be an interesting read later on. Also, give the video a like. Give us a subscribe as well. And until next time, guys, thank you for watching on the Toffee Blues.